On In the Woodyard today, we're going to talk about easy ways that you can sell more firewood. Here we go. So I get asked all the time in the comments, how much wood do I sell in a year? And it's usually between 200 and 220 full cords. Right now I'm probably sitting on close to 250 full cords, give or take. I don't know. I don't stand around and count it. I just make more because more is the right number to have. And that's the first one that you need to know about selling more wood, is to have more wood. Because if you only produce a small amount and you sell it all, you can't sell any more. I found that out the first year I had wood. My first year I put wood up for sale. I had about 40 face cords, so I think it was about 13 or 14 full cords, something like that. I put an ad in Craigslist, and within 2 weeks all my wood was gone. It was just gone. And I thought, well, I need more wood, because I had no idea it would sell that fast. I had no intention of selling all of it, and I actually ended up taking a bunch of wood that I cut from my buddy at his cabin, and I sold that too. And he was like, well, why you take all my wood? I said, don't worry, I'm gonna make you more, because it was in the end of winter, he didn't need it anymore. So I took and I sold that, and that was probably another 2 full cords. And then I started cutting wood for him first, got that all established at his place, got a lot of wood there, and then I started cutting wood for the next year. And I was just cutting with a small chainsaw. I had a little 55cc Husqvarna, and I split it all by hand the first 2 years. So the next year I did 80 face cords, and that would equal like 25, 27 full cords, something like that. Sold all that. Then I got a splitter, and I was able to produce wood faster. And so the next year then I doubled that. I think I did not double, I did like 120 face cords, so that would equal about 40 full cords the third year. And then it just kept growing and growing. Because I sold everything I had every year for the first like 5 years. I would run out. And I had people that were calling me saying, hey, I need more wood, I want more wood. Hey, you sold wood to my neighbor. Can I get some wood? And I was out. And it's awful hard to sell wood if you don't have any. So get more wood produced. That's one way to sell more wood easily. That's the number one. The second way, and I found it worked really good, is I actually called or texted my past customers the first few years. I would call them first because I knew those were going to be easy sales because they liked the wood. So I called them or texted them, and I would take orders, and I would just schedule a time to deliver them. So I stayed in contact with my customers. So that's a big thing. Another thing I did the second year is I actually did a letter. I thought I had enough clients built up by then. I had, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 different customers that would buy from me. So I did a letter saying, hey, this is Chris, your firewood guy. I've got wood again this year. If you're interested, let me know. I only have a limited amount, even though I had twice as much as the year before, but I knew it would all sell. I only had a limited amount, and I would like to get your wood first to you before I start advertising to other people. And I sold a lot of wood. I mean, it was like instantaneous. I made a mistake, actually. What I should have done is I should have only sent that letter out to maybe 10 people. And then the next week, another 10, the next week, another 10. I just sent them all out. I got calls like crazy. I was scheduling out 3 and 4 weeks in advance just because I couldn't deliver it fast enough, because I had another job I was doing, working full time besides the firewood. So that worked really well. The letter was fantastic because it went right to them, because I saved their names, addresses, phone numbers, all that stuff. So number one, have more wood. Number two, have contact with your customers on a regular basis. Makes a big difference. Number 3 and number 4, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. There's only 2 places that I think you need to advertise. You don't really need to do anything else. You could have flyers that you hand out to people. You could market to people that maybe aren't your customers yet, but you want them. I am currently in contact with a chimney sweep, actually 2 of them, and they've been handing my cards out, and I've been getting customers. So I'm having other people sell the wood for me because they obviously want to refer someone that produces good wood. And so that's been really good. But Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, a lot of people go there looking for stuff like firewood because there aren't a lot of big firewood producers. There's a lot of small guys that do it like I do and like you probably do. So that's probably the best place to put your effort into advertising, and it doesn't cost anything either. However, I gotta warn you, you're gonna get some weirdos. You're gonna get some people that are gonna ask some strange questions. Strange questions as in things that you've never heard people ask about firewood before, because people don't know what to ask for the most part. There's a lot of people that are new to this. They're buying wood for a new house, or they're buying wood for their fire pit that they just put in, and they don't know what kind of wood is best. So I have found, make sure you've got the answers. That makes a big difference. Number 5, have a variety of kinds of wood, because there are some people that absolutely love one kind of wood. Around here it tends to be oak. Oak's number 1, it's the king. Number 2 is just mixed hardwood. Number 3 is probably your specialty woods, which I call it the smoking wood. So your cherry, your hickory, beech, white oak, stuff like that. Those are the people that want specific kinds of wood because they're smoking meat with it and they think they got to have a certain kind of wood. To me, smoke is smoke, but what do I know? I don't cook, I just eat. So there's that. So that's something that's important, to have variety. I also have a lot of people that like pine because they like outside fire, and they like the pine because it has the snap, the crackle, and the pop. So have a bunch of pine, that's a good thing. Number 6, try to have more locations that you can sell your wood at. Now, a lot of people only have a stand in their front yard, you know, by their driveway that they sell from. And that works great. And it's fine if you're not looking at doing huge volume. But if you have a stand and you're in a residential area or out in the country somewhere, you're not going to sell as much. You want to have a higher traffic area. And the best way to have higher traffic area is to be there. If you can't be there, find a place where you can put a stand up, whether you got to lease a space, rent from someone to give them a small amount, give them a portion of your sales. The other option is maybe supply them with some free wood so that you can have a stand somewhere where they've got some frontage, whether it's a commercial property or a farm or something like that. But you can have multiple locations. Now, when it comes to selling bulk wood, I really don't need multiple locations because I'm delivering wood to the people. Very few people come here. I don't want them coming here. Bert lives here. This family lives here. I don't want people showing up here because this is their house up front. Don't want people just showing up out of the blue. And so that's the other reason I deliver, is that I don't want them coming here. I'm not always here. So if they think they can just stop in and pick up wood, that's not happening. Also, I have found that if you have people come to you to pick up wood, a lot of the times, you know what they do? They don't show up, which is why I like taking the wood to them, because I'm going to be there. I can charge a little bit more for the service, and I'm going to be there, and they're going to be ready for me because I call, text, I notify them, you know, the day before when I'm leaving with the wood. We stay in contact, so it works out really well. So having more locations. So the option is for you is obviously knock on doors, go to businesses, find out some places that have a good retail location that you can put a stand up and you could put wood out for sale. Now, there's several ways to do it. You can either sell them the wood, which is what I do at one of the places I sell wood to. It's a gas station. They order 50 bundles at a time. I deliver the 50, they pay me the money. I get $4 a bundle, I don't have to do a thing. I just dump them off and I'm done. They pay me cash, I like it. Now, some people, I know some of the bigger businesses like Jesse Arndt up in Anago, they deliver to a lot of gas stations, a lot of retail places. And the way they have it is they have their own SKU. So when it gets scanned in to the cash register, automatically gets put on a tally, and then they pay him money. He calls it the Jesse button. When they hit the Jesse button, he gets paid. So he owns all of the wood out front, and he owns the racks, but he keeps them full, he keeps them organized, he keeps them looking nice. So his job is to make sure he does maintenance on them. And that's another way to do it. But he has hundreds of places that he does that with. So how big you want to get is up to you, but the more locations you have, the more wood you're going to be able to sell. However, if you've got more locations, you've got to take care of it. And that comes up with the number 7 way to sell more firewood. Keep your stands full. Full. The fuller they are, the more wood you will sell. If you get down to just a couple scraggly pieces or some bundles that are partially unwrapped, people tend not to buy those. Like when you're shopping for yourself in the store, if there's a large quantity of something, it's easy to see, it stands out, you grab it, it's good. When it gets down to just 1 or 2, say cans of beans, you're going to buy some beans because you like beans, and one can has got a big dent in it, and the other can, the wrapper's coming off of it, you kind of think, what's wrong with these cans? I'm not going to buy those. I'll get a different brand or something. But if you have it full, if you keep it full, people will buy more. And if there's more there, they tend to see it easier. They tend to think, oh, this is a place that's in business that has wood on a regular basis. It's not down to just a few scraggly, wet, sun-bleached pieces where it's all falling apart, because I've seen that at gas stations. Keep your stands full. That makes a big, big difference. Okay, now I'm going to chuck some wood into the trailer. This is for 2 face cords of hickory, or 2/3 of a cord. It is going to a guy that orders every year. I'm going to fill this up, and then tomorrow morning I'm delivering this right away in the morning. That's why I'm going to get it filled up today. So it's wood chucking time. There it is, the load is on. It is hickory, it is 2 face cords, or 2/3 of a cord, or 2 ricks, 2 rings, 2 rows, whatever you like to call it. Basically, it's as full as I can get the trailer, and there's a little bit extra, so if I heap it, that's about what I can get in there. And if I put in just one, about half of that, obviously. And I always have more delivered than what people pay for. And that's also a good way to sell more firewood, is to have people want you to bring them more wood because you oversupply them. They don't get a lot. In a face cord or a third of a cord, if I deliver it, they'll get maybe 2 arms full extra, maybe 1, something like that. If I do 2 like this, they might get an extra 3 by 3 foot section or something like that. So I always throw a little bit extra in because I don't want to short them. The benefit to me is I don't have to stack the stuff. I just throw it in and go. And I can just throw it into my bins loose like you see these back here, so that saves me a lot of time. And it's really nice to be able to just have the wood like this, ready to go. And over there, ready to go. And over there, and over there, and over there, and over there. Oh, we got cats. It's a cat fest. Here they come. Here they come. I think they might be hungry. I didn't feed them yet today. Whenever I'm out here, they come running because they want to eat, because they know I have food. Who wants to eat? Anybody want some food? Let's go get some food. Let's go. Let's go get some food. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's get some food. Food. They're like dogs, like trained dogs. The only thing I noticed is they walk right in front of you and they stop and they look back at you. Like, are you still coming? Are you still coming? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Food. 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 Yes, okay, come on, keep moving, keep moving. Keep her moving. You guys want to come in? Come on, Bob. Oh, they're gonna like this. They're getting cans today because we're out of the dry stuff. Do you think they're excited? Do you think they're hungry? Yes, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. Here, lick that off. Holy smokes, they are hungry. Here you go. They're like piranhas. They eat just like my brothers. They're not even all here. We're missing a couple. A couple of them left, in case you guys want to know. People adopt a few of them, so there they go. Now they're eating. What do we got here? Oh, here comes another one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think we got 12 or 13, but I know a couple of them left, so maybe there's... Actually, I think 3 of them left just recently. Look at them. Eat! There's another can right here, doofus. All right, enough of that. So if you want to sell more wood, have more wood. That's job 1. Make more wood all the time. More is the right amount of wood to have so you can sell more wood. And then you got to make more wood. It's kind of a vicious cycle, but that's what you got to do. That's number 1. Number 2, stay in contact with your customers. Call, text them, write a letter, whatever it is you got to do to stay on top of getting the order. Don't be afraid to just let them know you've got wood ready. When can I deliver it? Let's schedule a time. I got a short amount this year. I'm going to run out. Can I bring it now? Can I bring it tomorrow? Can I bring it next week? What works for you? That's the kind of stuff you got to do. So call, text, write a letter, smoke signals, whatever. Send them a passenger pigeon down the road, that kind of stuff. And also Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. That's like number 3. You got to get your name out there for your new customers. I get a lot of referrals from customers, but most of the original ones came from Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. That's what you want to do. You also want to have wood for different types of customers. This is hickory. Guy likes hickory, he's getting hickory. Some people like cherry, they get cherry. Some people like white oak, they get that. Some people like just regular oak, some are okay with mixed hardwood. Some people like pine, some people like locust, some people like hard maple. Have a variety of wood. Whatever you have in your area, don't have just one kind. Have as many different kinds as you can to make recommendations depending on what they're going to do with it. The next thing is to ask for more stands, so you got more locations to sell your wood. That is key. If you're selling wood in stands in bundle form or bag form or even in mini bulk, or if you're selling sections or however you do it, have a couple locations, have 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100. Go big. Bigger is better. And the last one, number 7, keep your stands full. People like buying from places that have good inventory. If you have bare shelves in a grocery store when you're shopping, you're thinking, how old is the stuff that's sitting here? Why was it rejected by everybody else? Have your stands full. That's it for today, folks. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be dumping this load, but you're going to see it right now. Here we go. That is all for today, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'm going to be here waiting for you. You better show up. I'm going to be here waiting. I'm depending on you.